like a little bit of history on the town of the way it is in the game.
Oh, sure. It's like a.
You don't have to do it now.
Well, you don't have to do it now because we're live now. But if you wanna, we can type.
Oh.
We can type in the thing,
Sure,
or
sure.
you can. Kevin does a lot of calls on Discord. Hello, everyone. We're planning secret, wonderful, awesome games that you're gonna have fun with in November. Okay, it's not that secret. We've already talked about it, but it'll be fun.
I do what's on Discord?
Did you do what on Discord?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you probably weren't talking about me. Never mind.
You.
You said Kevin.
Boo.
Oh, I probably did. Sorry, I didn't say it that way this time. I'm very inconsistent with my
Fine.
nicknames. I apologize. Hi, Friday. It's so good to see you. We got special personal hellos from Friday. That's cool.
Nice.
Like Etson, hello, hello. You know, I haven't talked to her on the phone since Dragon Con. I should probably call her. I'm the worst daughter ever. I'm very bad.
Call your mother.
I will. Yes, sir. I'm very bad at this. Time gets away from me. All right. So we are here for a very momentous occasion. Sadly, as you see, Teo, at least Greg, who plays Teo, cannot be with us right now. Teo technically is with us, but he's cowering in the corner because he's trying not to get anyone's ire up. At least that's our story, and we're sticking to it. So everyone else is here. We are here for the wrap up of season 1. We survived. I'm so excited. So this is not the wrap up, for the last episode of season 1. Next week, we're going to do a wrap up.
We all survived. It's
Yep.
awesome.
All survived.
I'm so excited.
We all lived.
I have
wait.
big plans.
There's one episode left, though. All right, everyone. Let's get started with our very traditional and the last one of the season. Oddmar, what do you have for us?
All right. The name of this poem is called He Says He's Not Dead Yet. And it goes like this. The curse crew waited by the bed for Aishanas to die, but his internet went out instead to keep the priest alive. Our dungeon master vamped all week to entertain the crowd, while Lurchy tries to stiff the crew, but that was not allowed, Val said. Lurchette, would you like to deal instead, she said. Lurchette, 15% of your homestead. A bright light lit up the sky to show the campaign hooks, and Lurchy left with Zafin because he cooked the Elf Queen's books. Ezekiel joined with the crew to give them all some heals and encouraged them to drink their beer before it all congeals. Oddmar says, Valtrex, are we gonna stay together? She says, hells yes. Through the dark and stormy weather, he says, Dali, do you promise not to leave me? She says, you bet. Now shut up and drink your tea.
Yay!
That was really good.
Yeah, somehow you keep raising the bar, Kevin. It's really impressive.
Oh, and it hurts.
And I love it because isn't Greg taking this over next campaign?
Yes.
I think so.
Awesome. Awesome. He's so screwed. I love it.
Don't worry, Dave. You're up for season 3.
Well,
we've already
I'll be
signed you
dead,
up.
so
It's
I don't
official.
have to worry about it. Dead people don't have to do poems.
Dead people have to do more poems. I think you're mistaken. Okay. Excellent. All right. So that was awesome.
That was really good.
That was really good. And so I think we should just dive in. So we have right now, as Oddmar said, they are all there inside Lurchette's little home that used to be Bobby's. So they're all in there. And in the back is Ishanas. And he was alone with his family, but he was kind of unconscious. So we're going to say, as you all have discussed, who's going where and what's happening. And our new priest is handing out beer liberally. Where you're going to have Vanashan comes out and she goes, he's awake. He wants to see you guys.
We go running in.
All right.
Yes. Sorry, I was just wondering why the battle hat went on.
Yeah, me too.
I know, me too. Oh my goodness. He's got a battle hat.
I'm
You're
trying to wear it whenever I am Oddmar now,
Oh, I see.
just to remind me.
Gotcha. All
I'm
right.
not going to rage when I go into visit Ishanas.
I was with you there, Dolly. I was wondering. All right. So as we go in and Ashanis is stirring a little bit, he has not gotten up. He's not even sitting up, but his eyes are open.
Fluttering anyway.
I like the candlelit ambiance behind you, really setting the mood for
Oh, thank you.
your departure.
Yeah.
For sure. Somebody's burning sage for some reason too. Like it's covered, man.
Do you
Well-
think he can see us?
Yeah, I would say that he's kind of looking out, and kind of like squinting at you guys and still looking kind of a bit confused.
Well, if there's space, I'll come up to his bedside and maybe grab his hand with one hand and start checking his pocket with the other.
It's disappointingly empty.
Shit.
Except one pocket. I mean, he does have his staff.
In his pocket?
Well, it's kind of. He's had robes. Now you stop, Petway.
Kind of.
Not
Shake
gonna
my
do
head.
it. Not gonna do
Yep.
it.
Final
Yep.
farewell that
Yeah, I
thought was
appreciate that, Jess.
expecting.
I shake my head every Monday morning at one meeting, and then I shake my head every Monday night at my D&D games, and it's often the same person making me do it in both places. No, that's actually not true. The other two are worse in that Monday meeting. Anyway, wait,
Uh-oh.
get back into
Don't
character.
challenge Petway. Whatever you do, do not challenge Petway. Okay. All right.
Back into
So it's very
So,
sad. You can see Vandalia is on her knees, holding his hand. She's just crying, but she's not saying anything. And Vanashan's just standing over her shoulder, just touching her, not touching Dad, not really knowing what to do.
All right, so he looks over at everybody and he reaches out kind of with a trembling, hand and kind of puts his hand on Dolly's shoulder and just looks at all of you and just, kind of says, thank you. I don't know what to say, but thanks for showing me, a really interesting time. And I hope that things go the way you need them to for each of you. You've given me a lot. And he looks at Admar and then he kind of looks past him and he squints a bit. Huh. That's not what I expected.
And he's gone.
Aw.
Even get to ask him what to do with his cut of the money. I'm sure he would have wanted me to have it.
Right to the money,
I
Judicata.
am sure he would too. I look to the girls, Vanashan and Vandalia. How are they?
Vanashan she just looks shocked. And she shakes her mom, and her mom blinks her eyes open, and she's like, Ish? Ish? Are you? No, I just found you. And she just like collapses in tears on the ground.
That was Vandalia?
That was Vandalia. That was, yeah. Vanashan is still, she's not reacting. She's showing no emotion. So you can't, she's kind of in shock.
I'll just
She's mad at him, quite frankly.
take a step back so that other people can.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they want to say to him?
Yeah. Odmar will step up to him and pick up his hand and say thank you, Ishanis, for being a father and a friend. And I hope, wherever you are, that you find a way to be happier than you are here. And I put down his hand and I walk over to Vanashan and I tell her, you don't have to mean it now, but you should say something so you don't regret it later.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I didn't even know him. I didn't get a chance to know him at all.
Maybe hug him and say you loved him.
She goes down. She closes his eyes. And the ring that he has on his finger, the truth ring that he's always wearing, she takes that off and puts it on her hand. And then she runs out. That's all she can do. And Vandalia gets up and she's like, wait. She leans over and she kisses Ishanis on the forehead. And she's like, I'll make sure she's okay. I promise. And she leaves. She follows her daughter out.
Do we know what Ishanis wanted done with his remains?
Return to the sea from whence he came?
At sea burial would actually make sense. Yeah.
Maybe we can take him and when we do our memorial for Captain Wyvern.
Is there a custom for sea elves or
Tritons.
Tritons?
Yeah, Tritons. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. I want to say burial at sea makes sense. And when y'all said that, you see the Edward, the turtle, he comes back and he hands you long strips of cloth. So he's giving you cloth if you want to wrap Ishanis, if you want to take him.
Yes. I will do that, or if anyone else wants to help.
I'll help by levitating him so you can wrap him.
I'll help too.
Udmar smiles and says he would have hated this. And,
Everybody touching him, he would have hated that.
yeah, we just tie one into a toe and then we spin him.
His rigor mortis already set in, so we're just spinning him. All right. So he's getting all tightly wrapped. Everything's great. All right. I mean, as in everything is solid and ready to go. And you have your deal ready. So are we ready to head back to the ship?
Yes. Should I maybe find a box?
Yeah.
A coffin?
Pre-Ezekiel, do you have anything that you want to offer?
I'm
no,
guessing
there's-
most coffins here are dwarf-sized.
I I would expect so. Might be able to.
Well, there's not
rustle something
only
up.
dwarves here.
Tritons are
That's
pretty
true.
small, though. He'd probably fit fine.
Oh, I don't want to jam him in there. That seems unbecoming.
But if you get a coffin, it'll float anyways, right? So usually they don't use coffins when you're buried at sea.
Just for transporting the body and then slide him out. But no, it's fine. I will carry him then. Are the girls outside?
Yes. Yeah, they're right outside. You can hear them sobbing, and Lurchette, just like she did before, is comforting Vanashan. Yeah.
Okay. We are planning a burial at sea, unless you know what he would have preferred.
Lurchette's like, well, I didn't know him, but that makes sense for a Triton.
Really more
Vandalia?
talking Vandalia, yeah.
Okay. Vandalia was like, we were way too long, but I do know it is their tradition to be buried at sea. I'm sure that is something he would prefer. And you're supposed to put notes from everyone who loved him inside the wrappings. So hold on. So she goes and she takes her daughter aside, and they're going off to some pens and papers and stuff. So Lurchette's like, if you would like to, there's plenty of paper and pen over there. Or ink or pencils or whatever the heck it is that they use.
Crayons.
Crayons, chalk. All right.
Okay.
So they all write notes. Are y'all going to write a note too?
Yep.
How about you?
I'm,
I'm going to say you also see by the table, because he's trying to keep to himself, but you see a piece of paper and a crayon just kind of slip off the table. And that's Teo. Teo is writing a note too.
I pretend not to see.
All right. So all the notes get written. Teo gives the note to you, Dolly, his note.
got it. I've got mine.
All right. Does everyone have their notes? Lurchette comes with Edward, Jacob, one of them. I don't remember which one gave you the cloth. So the other one, and comes up, and they have found a box that will work if you would like to take him. It's not technically a coffin. It actually had corn in it, but it's really long. So it will work. It's actually a little too big, but it won't be anything difficult for Oddmar to carry.
Yes, I think Ashanis liked corn. And we put some, some other cloth or something in there to pack, so he doesn't rattle around. Does Vanashan and Vandalia want to come?
And Vandalia looks, and Vanashan says, if Lurchette can come too.
Of course.
And Lurchette says,
Well,
all right, but if we go, the turtles are going to want to come.
I think we're gonna have to take
That's
another
fine.
boat. Not coming back.
Well, actually, we're coming back to the island, right? So we're not gonna. There's no way. So we'll come on our own shift. We'll be next door. So the Jacob and Edward, they can just row us out.
Okay.
All right.
Was
So we're gonna
this
head out?
evening? What-
Yes, because it was dark when Valtrex went down to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, then I would suggest maybe we leave just before dawn.
Okay.
And do this as the sun rises.
Okay. So does anyone want to do anything else? We're gonna fast forward to then. Nope. All right, so we're gonna call it a short rest, but I don't think we've used any magic or anything. But if you need it, it'll be a short rest.
Yes.
Levitation spell.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
All right. So as you go out to the ship, there are some dwarves laying all over the place sleeping, but they look alive. If the priests, are you looking? If you want to look at any of them, they look healthy. They are fine. But they are sleeping all over the place. It was just like the best rave ever in dwarven history. There will be songs written about it. And so they're all there. That's right. As they go on, you have one barrel left too. So I don't know if you want to roll that with you and take it.
Indeed.
Everything else is empty. And then, so as you approach the ship, I don't know if I gave him a name. I'm going to give him a name now. His name is Peter. I'm so European, it's ridiculous. All right, so Peter is he is the one who was. He is the guy, I did not name him before. He is going to be like the second mate or whoever who was on the ship.
Peter.
Yes, so his name is now Peter. And
Peter,
so he...
With an A.
Oh, you want him Peter?
But that's what his name was. Yes.
Did I? Isn't that funny that I made his name Peter so close to Peter?
I'm pretty sure that I named him Peter.
Oh, all right.
But,
all right. So as you're going towards the ship, and you're carrying the box with and you've got the Vanashan, Vandalia, Lurchette, and the two turtles have gone out ahead of you because it's going to take them a little longer to row. So they've rowed out. So they're actually waiting for y'all just off, far enough out so it's deep enough out that he's not going to like wash back to shore or anything. And then so they are out there waiting for you, and they will find you. You're bigger. I'm making this up because I said so. Okay. So don't try this at home. As you approach the ship though, Peter is he's going, excuse me, have you seen Zafin? Because there's something going on, and I don't know. You said Zafin was captain, but he got his stuff, but there's somebody like walking around the dock who says it's her ship. So I'm very confused over what's going on right now.
What?
Can you point her out to us?
Yeah, she's right. Oh, she got on board. See, now I told them not to let her, but she's on board. Do you see her up there? She's a dragonborn. If you can see her up there. She did not give me her name. She just said this was her ship. So she's a dragonborn. She's wearing like light clothing. And she's young. You can tell she's very young, but that's about all you can see because it's still pretty darn dark out.
All right, Otmar, back me up. You want to go tell her whose ship this is?
So, as puffed up Dolly being held up by Otmar gets to the edge of the ship to see over, do y'all just go right up the gangplank to get on board?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So as you go on board, right before the gangplank, the Dragonborn comes on, and she says,
Hi. Hey guys. All right. I know I said this is my ship. What I really meant was it's my mom's ship, and I'm kind of looking for her. Like, has anybody seen her? Hi, my name's Kazrea. Kazrea Wyvern, and I haven't seen my mom in a while, so I was able to track her ship down. And it's not really my ship; it's kind of my ship, but it's really my mom's ship. But anyway,
I'm gonna want to see some lineage documentation.
Oh, I don't have any of that. I mean, look at me. Obviously, I mean, I can breathe acid, which is kind of like I don't actually remember what mom could breathe. She can breathe something. Yeah, I mean, it's totally. I can't prove it, but it's me.
Unmar just looks
I didn't think about that.
Totally bereft, and he says, somebody else has to do this. I can't do it anymore.
All right, put me down, Otmar.
And you notice they're coming on
Hello
board with
there.
a box, by the way.
So I'm really excited to meet you all. So what's your name?
My name's Dolly, and I have some important news for you.
Okay, great.
Car's extended warranty. Sorry.
Well, it's really conspicuous that you would appear at such a time. I'm sure Teo is like hiding behind me as best he can right now. I'm making it up for him. He's not here. I think that's what he'd do.
Works for me.
Well, Kaz, nice to meet you. I don't know if handshakes are a thing in this world, but
handshakes are a thing with me. Very nice to meet you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm very cheerful.
Yep. You're about to not be. I have bad news.
Uh-oh.
Really bad
Did I
news.
just miss her? Is she... I am always missing her.
You did just
Yes.
miss forever, for eternity. She passed away on our last mission, and the person at fault is among us, and we'll need the next episode
Wait.
to explain yourself.
You're saying she's dead?
Yeah, she was entirely, completely, and totally.
I need to sit down. Does someone is there a barrel, or she just plops right down on the deck?
All right.
And
all
for
right.
the record, Teo slips out from behind you, Dolly, and he just goes below the deck right now.
He goes. All right.
Well,
I have a fan. What is it? Where's my fan?
there.
Yes, my
Thank you.
wind fan. I'll just use my wind fan.
We could thaumaturgy some wind.
Mhm.
Well,
I realize that this
All
is
right.
really difficult information to be receiving, and I am quite possibly the worst person to be delivering it because I don't deal with grief well at all, and so I might say something inappropriate. I'm really sorry. Your mom was
okay.
great.
All right.
She was
All right.
great.
Mom's dead. Mom is dead. That's what we're going with. Okay. Some people might take this as sad and tragic information and might use it to inform their backstory.
But
But when you're the daughter of a paladin, I mean, you just kind of, you wait for this.
so that you can take ownership of her ship.
I don't want her ship. I just don't know what else to do. I got, what was her name? Dolly?
Yeah.
Dolly, I mean, you've just given me a lot of information. Do you think maybe I could go sit somewhere that is not a floor? And I'll tell you why I'm here. You could tell me what happened to Mom, what's
Sure.
going on with her ship.
Captain's chambers has a chair, I bet.
Cool. Let's go to my chamber. I mean, the captain's chambers, and we'll check that out. We'll talk it out.
Okay.
Anyone else gonna say anything? Priest gonna introduce himself. Valtrex.
Yeah,
I haven't a clue
Valtrex.
what's going on.
We've got other things going on as well. So I'm sorry about your mom, or she got blown up or whatever. Sorry about your mom, Ricky.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Gee, Ricky, sorry your mom blew up.
But yeah, so we're also. Do we need to do this funeral situation we have going on here?
You haven't done Mom's
Yes.
funeral yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
We planned to set some of her personal effects into the sea because there were no remains.
It's been a rather trying couple of days. You'd be really surprised.
And your name is?
Oh, I'm Zakiel.
Ah.
I just
Like the bread.
Like the bread?
Like the bread.
Like the bread.
So, and Valtrex, you have like the most crazy animals with you. What are their names?
Tell me about it.
They seem awesome. This big dog and then this other thing.
Yeah, we have. I mean, the least offensive one is the Raven that craps on you. You can crap on command. You don't do it unless
That's
you do something
awesome.
bad. We do have a Hellhound. Watch out for his breath.
Hellhound.
It's really bad. and
Hey,
the Parrotin.
relate.
The Parrotin occasionally eats a human heart, but it's fine.
As you do.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. His name's Todd.
Todd, I love it.
So yeah, they'll be coming with us in addition to many more creatures that we will find on these adventures.
Okay, awesome.
So we might need to trade up on your boat, get a bigger one.
Well, I
So,
barely
Peter-
know about this boat. Sorry, go ahead there.
Yeah.
Voice from beyond.
Yeah, just so you know, Pater's on the ship and he's like, so we're good? Are we like heading out? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. I think
yes.
you don't know the daughter of the captain. Shouldn't you at least be kind of familiar with her?
We've never met any of the captain's family.
She didn't have this ship that long. I don't actually know how she got it because I've been away at Monk Academy. So,
Monk
Which I-
Academy.
kind of ran away from because that wasn't working that well, but that's a long story.
Yeah, she sounds like her mother running away. That was kind of her thing. So are we heading out to sea? Are we
Ouch.
doing?
Yes,
Yeah.
please
That seems
take
like
us out.
called for.
All right. So while y'all are talking, the ship is heading out to sea. So
Okay.
I guess we should go to the captain's chambers and find some of her things that are not very valuable to cast into the sea.
Okay.
Something that would be special to her.
Who is this
Yeah,
person?
that.
He's very large.
I am Udmar. And your name was?
Kazurea. I had to think about it for a minute. That's because my brain moves really fast.
And how do you spell that?
Kaz as in Ezekiel. REA as in A. That's all I got.
Kazurea. That is delightful. I am very sorry. I say I have said this much too often as of late, but I am very sorry for your loss. Your mother meant quite a bit to me too.
Like I said upstairs, I mean, it's sad, but why she was gone more than she was there, and because her job and her paladinship was important to her. When your mom's a paladin, you wait for somebody to come to the door that tells you that she got, I don't know, killed, whatever happens to paladins.
Yes.
Well,
man,
you're
Captain
taking this
Wybird
very,
was so beloved.
yeah, you're taking this very well. I applaud you. It'll probably hit you later. So whatever we can do to help you, let us know.
I'm making a concerted effort to not be depressing.
We all notice.
Thank you.
Uh,
Now,
All right.
how did she die? Did she fall overboard? Did she meet her end in valiant combat against a mighty dragon, or
not against dragon per se, but against a mighty foe. I think that is correct.
I'm sure she gave everything that she got. I'm sure it was a long, drawn-out battle worthy of song.
Just a moment, and I will answer your question. And Udmar walks out of the room, and it's not that big a boat. He comes back in a couple of minutes later, carrying
Theo.
Theo, and drops him on the floor. And he says, Kazurea wants to know how her mother died.
There's no Teo.
Do I have to play Teo? Like, how does that work?
You have
I
to
mean,
do a Greg impression.
Wait, let me get
So-
a hat. Hold on.
just as Dolly still, I'll be like, this poor young soul was under the influence of a very powerful, very evil being who was bound to him through his warlock pact, which he has since given up. And he would like to ask for your forgiveness.
It's an elbow with each one of those.
There's
And
been a lot
Teo,
of powerful evil influences around lately. It's been a thing.
We have yet to get him to divulge who this pact was with, but it has since been severed.
So you're saying that he didn't kill Mom?
He did do the act of putting a deadly necklace on her neck, which the patron consumed her body and soul through in a fiery burst.
Oh,
If Theo is not going to speak up for himself, then Udmar is going to kick him. You know,
please have
not-
Teo speak Spanish. Hola.
No entiendo. Okay, so Teo says he was like, I have no excuse for what I did. I had no choice. I didn't, but now I do. The only thing that I can offer you is that my ex-patron only accepts sacrifices. Not only accepts, he demands sacrifices of people who are truly faithful. So I can tell you that your mother was truly, truly a faithful paladin. And she did die serving her god. And I have a lot to make up for.
Pinateo is being modest. He has one more thing to offer you. Kazrea, your first duty as a crew member of this ship, if you choose to travel with us, is to determine this man's fate. Would you like for me to kill him for you?
Dude, I don't even know you. Like, you're offering to kill people for me. I don't know who this is. Look, this is a lot.
This is the traitor who your mother...
Could we maybe, put a pin in this and come back to it in a bit?
Sure. We can kill him later.
Yeah, he's not... It looks like he's not going anywhere. So
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not a big fan
of.
Anyways, I'm not a big fan of gods. Mom was. I'm glad that she went out in a way that would have made her happy. If that's what you say, I have to understand it because I don't get the whole God thing. So this is a bit much. I think I'm gonna just try to catch my breath, and why don't we just let's deal with the memorials for now.
And on that cue, there's a knock on the door. Peter's like,
Come
we're
in.
arriving.
We have arrived at water.
Yeah, well, we've met the other. We're past the break point, and we're there with the we're here with the other those big turtle things. We're here.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Did we find anything worthwhile to pitch overboard?
So as you look around the cabin, let's see who's going to roll for investigation.
Oh, I am terrible at that.
Yeah,
I'll
I found maybe a quill and a sheaf of parchment on the desk that was sitting in plain sight.
Valtrex, I will help you, so you have advantage.
Dolly, you found a note that says, "Watch that Dolly character."
Yeah. Accurate. I'll just grab that, crumple it up, and...
Oh, we need to throw this overboard.
Whoopsie.
21.
Wow, nice.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
Valtrex, you notice that there is a secret compartment under her desk.
Ooh, a secret compartment. So this could go either way. When my grandma died and we found her secret compartment, that was not cool because it had love letters from old men in it. But this one, let's open it for sure.
You open it, you press on it, it pops open. Inside of it, there is a box that's carved with a dragonborn on the top. And then beside it is a little egg, like on the top. That's what's carved on the box.
Is it locked?
I'm sorry?
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Well, I'm gonna look to the daughter, to Kaz, and say, "Do you want to open it? It doesn't seem right that we do it." To me,
To be honest, I think you guys probably knew her better than I did lately.
Oh gosh, I'll open it.
You seem trustworthy. Why don't you open it? She seems
I
very
think it's-
helpful.
I mean, I think it's gonna be given what's on it, a keepsake of your eggshell fragments. I think that would be creepy enough for the captain, yeah, to remember her daughter by.
I mean, I wouldn't know my egg if I saw it. It's been a while.
All right.
So
So,
what's in
as
the
you
box?
open it, you do see there is a bit of surprise, eggshell in it, and it's pretty firm, but you can tell it's dried out. It's only a piece, but it's whatever it was obviously bigger than a chicken egg, because it was pretty big. And then there's also in there is a tiny scale that is the exact same color as we gotta change your name. It says Ishanis. See if we gotta change Ishanis' name.
Right.
It's the exact
Man.
same color. He didn't know about this. I didn't tell him, it was a surprise. So it's the same color as the daughter that you're looking at now, and there's some very, very sharp, tiny little teeth in there.
I've been
Aw.
looking for those.
Keepsake, all your little baby things.
Mom probably wouldn't want that thrown in the ocean. So I'll take those if you guys don't want them.
I mean,
we-
okay, but seriously, for ritual's sake, if anyone gets a hold of this stuff, they could really mess you up.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, and we come across some pretty dangerous, scary people, so
Yeah. Maybe we should get rid of them then. What do you think?
I think Dolly needs to
Very.
roll investigation.
what am I investigating? 16.
Oh, good.
to
You notice
investigate.
that the bottom of that box, that it's a false bottom.
Oh.
Just pull up on the tiny little tab here that's conveniently sticking out to open the bottom up. Nah,
And
something more here. Is it money?
It is paper, but it
It's
is
a new
not money.
car.
Paper could be money. I'll just hand it to Kazray.
Okay.
Well, oh, thank you. I'll
And as
take
you
it.
hand it to her, she opens it up, and it's a map.
I can't
Some
read
money.
maps. If
Maybe
only
it's-
we had someone who could read maps.
I can read maps.
There.
Okay, here you go, there, big guy.
It
Okay.
is a map that shows a location east of Waterdeep. And on the thing it says, "For you, I love you." And instead of like an
Okay.
X to mark the spot, there's like this little dragon drawn on it.
Oh,
So this is not an island. This is a land
This is
location.
on land. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Huh.
Wow, we have lots of places to go.
Yes, we do.
And who else did high on roll on investigation the first time? Did anyone else roll high?
Well,
I mean, I
not
did.
roll.
yeah, she had a 21, didn't you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she found the thing. Did anyone else roll high?
I roll a 0.
Oof.
Mark just lost the map. He doesn't know where he put it.
Oh
Whoops.
no, that was my our treasure.
Oh, well.
It's what it is. It was over there somewhere. I'm sure we'll find it later. All right. So you can tell the winds have started to pick up. So normally that means the sun is coming up. It's kind of what happens when the sun starts to come up. So you notice the wind is starting to come up outside.
Does the ship always move this much? It's kind of.
Don't worry, you'll eventually get your sea
All
legs.
right. So
right.
I will pull out one of my daggers and say, "Oh, look, here I found Captain Wyvern's favorite dagger. We will bury this at sea for her. But what is most important is that we all remember her. And
We'll give ourselves cool scars with the dagger to remember her by.
That sounds neat.
Know that that's common practice. It's a bit odd.
Fine.
Dolly was easily talked
I
out
was-
of that plan.
Trying to do something cool. Like
Plus,
friendship bracelet. Forever
with
friendship
fire,
bracelet.
right? We could do a little burn, like a little burn tattoo.
Ooh.
that would be a good idea. Okay, so I will go out upon deck.
Same.
I
And
will do a quick look around for that map that must have fallen out of Oddmore's pocket. And then
You
leave.
didn't actually lose it. That's not fair of me to do. You're fine. All right.
I'll follow behind you guys.
All right. So is everyone on deck now?
Yep.
Even Teo, he's just kind of staying behind.
I'll glare at him a bit.
He's there to accept his punishment, and he has no idea what's happening right now. So, as in, he doesn't know what his future is, but he's there to accept it. So he's just there.
Do we have any good, like, I know we have some brew, but do we have any, like, Triton flavored liquor? I'm sure Ashanis would have liked a toast in his name.
He did
Oh,
like
excellent
liquor at one
question.
time. Do you have any kind of spells that you can turn something into a Triton liquor, Mr. Brewmaster dude?
I don't believe so. I'd have to
Well,
check.
what good are you anyways?
Come on,
Come on,
man.
what
We're
you-
like pitching right down the middle
Yeah,
of the plate
yeah,
here for
come on
you.
now.
These are softballs.
Seriously, I was all prepared to just go with the beer.
So I can flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living materials. So if there was like a special flavor
What?
of liquor that he had, I can flavor the beer to be that way.
1 cubic foot of non-lit, like concrete. You could flavor some concrete.
Yeah, if you want to lick a concrete block, I could make it taste like peppermints for you.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
How to distract someone who's very high.
I don't see anything other than purify food and drink.
All right. Well, if you want to flavor, we're going to
Sure.
pretend that you knew what he liked. So,
Sure.
Dolly, you get to make
We
it up.
did-
And if you're going to flavor it, the priest still has some beer. So if he would be willing to offer it to you, you can flavor that.
Aye, my plan
Yeah.
was to come up and begin pouring out mugs for all who will be here for the ceremony.
Keep in mind, though, he really liked raw fish.
That's not the flavor that I'm making it. When we were in that place that one time, yeah, we were at a bar and the barman knew Ashanis and he pulled out a really nice bottle of something that Ashanis liked very much. And I remember that flavor.
I remember what it was. It was Elven
Well-
whiskey.
Elven whiskey. All right. Prestidigitation that barrel. Bam! It's Elven whiskey flavored now.
That's a
But
rather.
still the same alcohol content as beer.
That's fine. That's fine. That's quite handy.
All right. So is everyone grabbing a mug?
Yes.
Yep.
Handing them out.
Kaz will take a mug, but she'll look very guilty holding it.
There's no age for drinking in D&D.
I don't know about this.
All right. Is anyone going to
Friends.
say, you want to do Captain Wyvern first?
I believe
Or do you want
That
to
may
do,
be
who are you going to do
appropriate.
first?
that seems
I'll
rather
say
appropriate.
thank you, Captain Wyvern, for bringing us all together. on your ship with the dude who made us all be together, but it worked out in the end, except for you. It didn't really work out for you, but that's okay. Best of luck in the afterlife. Signed, Valtrex. Bye.
I love the signing.
Tell my
I know-
dad was it.
I know that we did not get along well in the beginning, but I am very glad that we did before the end. And we will do our best to keep your hopes for a better world alive. Saint Udmar.
They're all going to sign now. Anyone else?
Uh,
You going to say anything to your mom, Cass?
I will. She's just waiting because she wouldn't do it if it looked like other people were going to go first.
Okay.
I guess I'll just talk to the dagger. I don't know. Stare down at it, and we didn't really hang out much. Thanks for not kicking me off the ship when you found me. Yeah.
Fair.
Young one, I do believe.
Okay. Mom, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that things. I know you always wanted to die in battle, so I'm glad that you got what you wanted. And I'm sorry that we didn't get to see each other one more time, but I will. And you didn't always get what I wanted to do with life, and that's fine. You were always okay with it, even though I wanted to be weird and different, and you were okay with that. So I'm going to continue to be weird and different, and I hope you're okay, even though you're dead. I love you. Signed, Kaz, because that's how you do it.
All right. So who has the dagger?
guess that'd
Dolly
be-
has it, right?
Well, I mean, you had it. I just talked at it.
She just
in your
talked to
hand.
it.
Oh, okay. Yes, then I will take the dagger and hold it out over the water and say goodbye, my friend, and drop it in.
All right. And you see the crew behind. They're like, to Captain Wyvern. And they'll say to Captain Wyvern. And you see a good half dozen of the sailors push an anchor right over the ship.
Wow.
Here's to all the nights we can't remember, with a friend we'll never forget.
Good.
Good,
Right.
glug.
And then
Only drink
Ishanis.
half.
Well, there's plenty. There's a whole barrel, and it's whiskey. It's y'all are gonna be like the dwarves were, not too long.
Oh, no, it
I
only
just
tastes
meant
like
we
the
got
whiskey.
another one.
Yes. All right. So now Ishanis, his box is sitting all right between y'all.
I'm gonna take my note that I wrote and stuff it in his wrapping.
Teo's note too.
Yes.
Everyone else, you have your notes.
Yes. Can I see the 6 snows?
The 6 notes.
Snows? Lydia and
Oh. I don't know. Can you? I don't know when you see them.
so I've kind of been playing fast and loose with that because there are no official rules.
I'm
I've
gonna
just
say
been
this is
kind of-
dawn. The sun is just coming up, and we're doing a funeral. So I'm gonna say yes. Yes, you can.
Is it just them?
Right now, it is. Yes.
Then I will nod to them and ask if they have anything to say.
Never mind. You can't see them.
And they nod, and Odmar says, "This is, let's see, who is Nope. Give me just a second.
Did you have one? Did you have one with Captain Wyvern?
No,
Okay, I didn't think so.
but there was one for Ishanas. But I have to find it, and I'm not finding it. I'm being slow.
Oh, good. We got some time. Because this is a good idea.
I do not remember where I wrote it. It is not there. Okay.
Well, I remember
I
whoever
thought
it was, they were kind of mad at Ishanas.
No, that was
Teos?
Teos. Oh, actually, I do know where I can find it, because... So sorry. I think it was Alaug.
Okay.
Yes, Alaug. And so all of you know the Six Nose, who protect us all. Alaug was protected Ishanas, and she would like me to say for her that it really is better on the other. What? It really is better on the other side? I'm not fine. Anyway, she thinks he's going to like it there. And
she says she has proof. And then when she says that, everyone can see Ishanas and what was her name?
Alaug Runesmith.
Alaug Runesmith and Ishanas pop up floating just above the railing on the ship. So you can see both of them up there. And you have exactly 60 seconds to talk to Ishanas.
Do we also hear the music of the Ewoks playing in the background? Chug it,
You are drinking whiskey.
Yes.
You've wasted 10 seconds.
Is there anything you want us to do?
Just take care of Vanashan and Vandalia. Make sure that they're safe. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't get my brain wired up right. My body's just my body. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe.
And you see you hear
It's really
Vanashan
cold
and Vandalia
here.
say, woo, down at the bottom. They're like, oh my gosh, it's him. Go ahead.
It's
cold.
really cold here. Like I should have brought a sweater.
I'll use prestidigitation to warm up his ghost.
And on
Because it
that
says
note,
non-living material.
on
Oh
that
wait,
note,
one more thing.
oh, quick, he's out.
No, I'm kidding.
I hit the
Alright.
treasure in the...
Right. Whatever you do, don't touch the.
If you had done that, you know that would have been like the last, like, worst thing you could do to Dolly. I
Yeah.
hid the treasure in the... And I'd be like, oh, there! I didn't know!
Where's our necromancer? All right. So we're about to get to the party part of the funeral. So what are we doing with Ishanas? I mean, his body. You just saw him. He's fine.
Yes. Well, we will put the rest of the notes in the wrappings. Did Vanashan and Vandalia also have notes?
Yeah, they did it. They put it in before they got on their boats.
Already in. Okay. And we shout goodbye and hold up our flagons and slide them into the ocean. And everybody drinks.
Wow, this stuff is good.
You've created a monster, Dolly. All right. Excellent. So the party shall begin. There's dancing and singing and talk. And from down below in the water, you have everyone saying, "We love you," as he hits the water.
I'll do some prestidigitation fireworks.
Now you hear the Ewok song.
Yeah.
Jump, jump.
Yeah, the right one.
Jump, jump.
The right one. Not the one they added later, the correct original
The
Yub
one that
Yub or
should
whatever
be
it
there.
was. Yeah.
All right.
Will we get sued by Disney if we play it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep. A lot. Yeah. So question. Pater is like, quick question. Where are we going next?
So I think we should go to that little island over there, just to the west of Ruathan.
That one that was doing that funny light thing? Ugh.
That's the one, yes.
Okay. If we have to. Yes?
I have a question. So, can I come with you? I don't really have anywhere to go now. That's why I was coming to see Mom. See if I could maybe be on the ship. 'Cause got kicked out of the monk school.
I thought you
Well,
left.
we appear to have an opening.
Well, I mean, I left because they kicked me out. I mean, it's not
Oh.
not true.
See,
So, like, I don't know if this is. I mean, it was Mom's ship. I don't know if that means it's my ship. But even if it was my ship, I don't want to run the ship. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about anything. But if you'll have me, I'll try not to get in the way too much. I'm good at hitting things and I'm good at stealing things. I can do those things.
are you sure?
I like it. Stealing is good.
Excellent.
All right, I want to test you.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap the captain's blanket around the mast. Be like, hit that. Prove it. Prove you can hit things.
All right. I'll hit it. Do I have to roll for this?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
All right. Okay.
We're testing these new dice.
Let's see. I gotta remember how to hit things because Sean has never actually hit stuff.
He hit more than he healed.
True.
Look, in his defense, hardly anybody was ever hurt.
By him or other.
I swear to God, I don't know how to attack. There it is. I found it. I think I found it.
Under attack. Should see your weapons.
I'm under act. I have unarmed strike. That's what I'm trying to
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
But
Click
where's
on
the like?
the-
I've got the damage one.
To the left of that, there should be hit /
There's
DC.
like-
Yes.
Yes, there we go. All right,
Here we go.
an 8.
You did not hit.
Okay, but
What did it look like though? I want to see what it looks
Okay.
like when you don't hit.
all right. She like jams out and like doesn't even get close to it, and she almost like falls over.
Remember,
But
she
the
has
ship-
been drinking.
The ship was moving, and this is really good. And I haven't really had anything like this before, so maybe can I
Yeah.
try again?
Your wits about you. Yes. Try. Get a little closer, maybe.
All right.
Closer.
Take a deep breath.
19.
There we go.
19 hits.
Ow. That blanket is not very thick.
But when you hit it, the entire mast shakes. And Pater's like, "What are y'all doing down there?"
Just some practice.
Can you practice on the dummies below deck and not the things that actually get the ship places?
We're practicing the ship's weathering of a storm capability.
I can
Next
also
time the storm
work for us?
punches our mast, we'll talk.
I could breathe acid on the mast. Would that be good?
Let's not.
No.
Let's not.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to do better next time.
Peter goes, hey, but Oddmar, we do have some supplies below decks if you want to make breakfast.
Yes, that seems like an excellent idea.
Isn't it nighttime?
No,
No, it's sun
dawn.
up. Yeah,
Oh.
the sun is just coming up.
Well, if we're getting underway, I will actually use my fan's ability to fan into the sails so that we can go faster.
So do we need to take Vanashan and Vandalia back to the island? Do they need to come
No,
with
because
us?
they rode separately. I did that for you, so we don't have to worry about that. They're
okay,
heading back.
great.
Goodbye, campaign 1 people.
I don't think y'all are done with Ruathan, though.
Well, no, we own 15% of the island.
That's
right.
true.
Be back.
Got to go back and collect your taxes and stuff.
We own an island? How did Mom pull that off?
Well, she didn't. This was after her time.
Oh,
But I'm sure we can make you a nice little place on the island, too.
that sounds great.
I mean, equal shares on the crew, right? Equal shares of 15%.
Awesome. All
Just
right.
don't burn down the mast with your acid reflux.
I'm keeping it in.
Save that
All
one
right.
when you really want to burn somebody.
I was planning on seeing if I could get a little bit of kitchen help while we were there, but maybe when we get back. And I will go below and make breakfast for everyone.
I will
Let's see.
swing by and prestidigitate the pot to taste better.
He's actually good at cooking now.
I-
I think his skills are up now.
Oh,
Yes,
you have
I roll a
skills?
22 for breakfast.
Oh, not
Nice.
only does he cook breakfast, but the smells are wafting up from below decks, and it smells so good, your stomach start growling.
It's like he scored a critical hit on our taste buds.
uh,
You can't really follow that.
Nope.
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 Nope. All right. So, quite frankly, I think we should call it a night. We did awesome. That's it. Because I don't want to
Alright.
start anything new.
Yeah.
We need to end the season, right? So we need to end it. So,
yeah,
I like
Um,
ending it on breakfast. That's a good idea.
That is good.
Ollie might
Yep.
die before the start of the next season, because, if it goes to blows over Teo, that I'm going to defend him, and Oddmar is going to kill me quickly.
no, we'll see.
Oddmar is never
Oddmar
going
won't
to
be there.
attack you.
Now, Petway, who knows? No, Petway's not
Well,
going
I
to kill you.
mean, I'm going to stand in the way.
Oh, and fall down?
Who's gonna kill
No,
Teo?
that's what I mean, is that if Oddmar tries to kill Teo, which he really wants to, I'm gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oddmar is
you
ready to
have-
kill anyone for any. He says that to everybody. If you want me to kill them, I will do it. Like just random people walking down the street. Hey, you need me to kill somebody.
Yes, but Oddmar did say that he was going to give Captain Wyburn's daughter the right
Yes.
to decide, and he
Mhm.
has stood by that this time, right? And then Captain Wyburn's daughter has not decided. But I do want to tell y'all that next week, by the way, Friday Blue says Petway rocks. So
He
are you going to
does.
still say that if Dolly dies? I don't know. We'll see.
Friday Blue's awesome.
Friday Blue is awesome.
Yes, he is.
And her son just turned 3. So cute. 3's such a fun age. Except for the temper tantrums, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The
That's why you have tile floors.
it worked. It worked with our daughter.
Mhm.
Yeah, she tried to have a temper tantrum, threw herself down on the tile floor, decided that hurt. That was a bad idea, and she never did it again.
Never did it again.
Wow.
One and done.
That's right. She was like, "Ow, nope, I'm out."
Yeah, I would like to point out that I have had plenty of opportunity to kill Teo if I wanted to,
Yep.
Sure.
and I have never lifted a hand against him.
That's right.
The only thing I ever did was once you guys knocked him down, I tied him up.
Yes, that's true.
I never even attacked him. Because
He
I
just
would have
looked at
killed
him
him
Very
if I
harshly.
had.
No, actually,
killed him easy.
Dolly's the one who
I
almost killed him.
almost killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Zafin shot him in the butt.
The only way to stop
As
him
one
is
does.
And Val's puppy tried to drool all over him.
Yeah, and the hellhound pinned him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just wait till I get a crag cat.
Well, so everyone knows next week we are going to do a wrap up. So Teo will be here. So that's why we're not going to do it now. Otherwise, now would be great. But we're going to wait. We're going to do it next week because Teo is in Spain. Gosh, doggone him. So
Wait,
we're going to.
What does the wrap up entail?
We're going to talk like we're kind of talking right now, right? Which is why I want to cut it off so we can do that next week. We're going to talk about, because all of us have different kinds of experiences. Some of us, like this is my first time DMing. So like for an actual campaign. So, you know, you talk about that. Some of y'all have been doing this forever. Oh, you're very sweet.
No one would know that, Kelly.
Yeah, no one
anyone
would
who
know.
plays would know that. But
We have people who play.
Yeah, and they know that. There's no doubt. He did not say I followed all the rules. He just said that this was fun. See, there's a difference.
Every experienced DM still has problems coming up with stuff on the fly sometimes and remembering a rule. It happens. So
Yes.
you're doing great.
Thank you. Well, next week you can tell me exactly how great I'm doing. And then, so we're going to talk about that. And that's it. Because Dolly and Petway have the most experience, I think, from all of us, right? I don't know. How much did you play, Dave?
When I was like 17.
Yeah, so exactly. So you
So,
guys, so
like,
you're more of our
70
experienced
years
voices,
ago.
and the rest of us were new at this, right?
Yeah,
And then
no
we can
idea.
also talk about D&D. And like Jess said, she just went to this cool game store we have up here in Houston, and almost bought all of the animals they have. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. So
nice.
she wants to talk too, that if anyone else wants to do this, you know, that you can. So we're going to talk about like, you know, a little bit of that stuff too. So that'll be our wrap up for next week after season 1. Kind of like, you know, if we had like Will Wheaton or someone could sit down and talk to us, that would be awesome.
Sure.
So we'll sit down and talk about our experience and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll take Halloween off. So yay Halloween. And then we will be back in November for a very special mini game that will last about 3 episodes, and Petway will be the DM for that one. So that will be a fun little middle ground that we're going to have a lot of fun about. So
So I'd like to put forth that we should call next week's episode Talking Wrongs.
Mm.
instead of writing wrongs. Okay, all right. I think that would work. It's always talking whatever, right? Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. Right? Instead of Walking Dead, it's Talking Dead, right? Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
I
So
will
that'll
be
be
able to-
next week,
Be there for about 45, 50 minutes though.
which should be perfect. I think about an hour is about what it should take just to do the wrap up. So
Yeah.
that's why I was really glad you were going to be here. I'm like, oh, good. So we'll do it for that, 45 minutes to an hour and just do the wrap up and get it done.
Yeah.
So
And if we go
Excellent,
long,
excellent.
we will appreciate as much as you can join us.
yeah.
So
So whatever you're on,
No
and even if
worries.
you have to leave, then we can keep going,
Mhm.
right? So we're
I was
glad
like-
to have you.
But then you guys can come join me on talking about romance and lit RPG.
Yeah, that would be
nice.
awesome. Is it on Twitch
Mhm.
also?
Okay.
I think it's gonna be streamed live to the Facebook group.
Okay. No, that'd be great. So we can go to Facebook. We can still
But
share
like
the
the
link.
20 books group.
No, it's the lit RPG main group.
Okay.
Well, do us a favor and send us whatever link that you're allowed to share. And then we'll make sure Zafo has it. And then when we log off for this so that you can go do that, then we'll all join you. So that'll be awesome. Awesome.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I have to
if it
read
all works.
all these people's books before this panel.
oh boy.
No, you don't. I'll give you some hints. All right. I've done 20 questions for a long time. I'll help you. It's really good. I'll show you. All
Okay.
right. So excellent, everyone. Y'all are all awesome. Does anyone have anything to share?
Nothing I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
you
I at
announced.
least- I mentioned that
secret.
we are doing an anthology. I mentioned that now because Bad Carrot is already doing the cover.
That's right.
So we have announced mostly officially because it was on the update. And yes, I'm dying to. I want to say more.
Well,
But-
Teo isn't here, but he and I are both in the Abandoned anthology that you announced this week.
Da-da-da.
Yes. So you can check out Abandon. It is part of the Legion of Dorks anthology collection for charity. So 50% of all the profit goes straight to Toys for Tots. It's still been Toys for Tots. We just don't put it on the cover because Toys for Tots doesn't like you to put it on the cover. And I don't blame them because they don't know what's inside.
Sure,
they
yeah.
They don't, and I don't blame them one bit. But that
Porn
is
for
where
the
we end up
kids is
putting
a
it.
little weird.
Yeah, it's you never know.
Mhm.
I mean, ours are fine, but
Sure.
again, I see why they don't. And we would like to honor their wishes. We're here to help, not antagonize. And so that will
We
be in.
don't-
Yes, Dave's in it. Greg's in it. I'm sorry.
We don't want the Marines coming after us.
No, that would be bad plan.
Bad plan.
Bad plan. Unless you really do have a lot of whiskey, then we might survive.
Although we could probably form a line.
That's what I
And
was going to
then-
say. All you have to do to defeat any Marine is set up a line. They will get in the line, and you're all set. We used to do it to them on the ship all the time. We would make lines that literally went nowhere to see if they would get in it, and they will. Because they don't have anything to do.
Mhm.
They're just waiting to hit the beach. So, hey, a line, this must be for something.
There's only so many times you can clean your weapon.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll excellent. So yes, so Abandoned is really cool, and that's on. If you go to cursedragonship.com, you can see the anthology, and we have all 15 authors in there. And one of them's still in high school. How cool is that? I am so proud of her.
Wow.
So
That's-
proud of her.
That's the
cool.
really cool part for me is we're actually, having a very young writer be able to get that first taste of, okay, I can
published.
really
Yeah.
do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why do we have a publishing company if we don't get to do fun stuff like that? So
Yep.
it's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I think if I had been that age and gotten some early success like that, I probably would have, run away from home and,
Circus.
tried my hand at being an author back then, as
Yeah.
opposed to, staying in school and, not doing drugs and that sort of thing. So
Wait, I
I
don't like
think-
the way
I think
this
it's really
went.
good.
Hold
Yeah.
on now.
You had me in the first half. That zigged when I thought I was going to zig.
Awesome. All right. Anyone else anything to share?
no.
Val will have something to share soon enough. All right.
Well, I mean, David did just hit a cool milestone recently.
Oh.
Sure. I did turn in
80?
my first draft of One More Turn to Shadow Alley, so that's being looked at by the genre reader right now. So that was
Yay.
106,000 words that it only took me like 5-6 months to write, which is ridiculous, but
Dude, that's my rate. Sorry, you're with me. That's me too.
much slower than I usually go. But yeah, so that's turned in. So we'll see where it goes. Friday has an announcement. She is officially a published author, she's saying in the chat.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, Friday.
Congratulations. You got to tell us where so we can share.
Right?
That's awesome. Yay. Welcome to our very exclusive, not so exclusive club. That's awesome, Friday.
And thank you, Jess, for queuing that up. It's
Mhm.
nice of you.
All
Other
right.
than that,
I mean, I know it's not like I have a book release coming soon, but it is still a monumentous thing.
It's still a milestone, and it's nice to know what's coming too.
Mhm.
So it's not it's not
Yeah,
just
it
releases,
should be on
right?
Royal
We're doing
Road,
lots of
I would
things.
think in a couple weeks at the most. So
Sweet.
Oh, I could say this. I'm on chapter 7 of something.
nice. Good title.
Right.
I like it. I like it. It leaves a lot of possibilities open.
There's actually a book by Dakota Kraut called Something.
There is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Not
one
a
of the
bit
murder hobo
surprised.
ones, right?
Well,
Is it the murder hobo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So Friday says she's in the Darkness Streams, Howling Deep, and Whisper Quiet anthologies.
Wow.
That's so
Fantastic,
cool.
Friday.
We're gonna have to
Congratulations.
look
That's
them up.
awesome.
Congratulations. Excellent. All right, I think we should go. Is Bad Carrot still on? Bad Carrot is still on. Why don't we go ahead and raid Bad Carrot real quick?
I don't think we
Yay.
can do that.
Okay.
Bad Carrot.
Raid.
Raid.
Raiding. Raiding. I like to raid. It's fun.
Oh, I'm gonna use that horrible emote that I never use.
Good.
My own stupid emote
All
that
of
I
your
hate this
face
thing.
going
This
like
horrifying thing. I hate this thing so much.
Yeah.
There we go.
My freaking chat loves that stupid thing. They use it.
I love that.
All right. Here we
Why
go.
is it going
Thank y'all.
backwards, Zafo?
Bye.
Hi.
Bye. We're backwards.
There we go. All right. Raid. Raid.
And we have to shout raid.
We have to shout raid. It's the rule. And after that, if you need all that,
I'm
you can-
sorry I screwed up last week, guys.
Why you didn't shout raid?
With my packet
Oh, you
loss.